All right, so everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay, now I sent this to you earlier, so if you got it, I shared it with you, I think on Sunday. But if you don't have it, you just look along on the screen. Okay, can everybody see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is what I had sent you just
Yes, Sunday, right?
on Sunday, right?
Sunday.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's see if we can do this together. And yeah, it's always going to be better if I'm going to try to send it to you always the day before, so you can print it out, practice, and then you can check your answers when we do this together. If you don't have time or you don't have a printer, no problem. But if you do have time, you do have a
I
printer,
have in my computer.
just as good, just as good. All right. Well, the
Mr.
first one
Webb,
here, yes.
sorry. Can I have a question? Because I saw the page when you sent, but I don't can write the computer.
Ah, oh, okay. Yeah, I sent the PDF version. Yeah, you can't write on the computer with the PDF unless I'll show you how to do it in
From
just a
PDF.
minute. Yeah, when it's PDF, you
Or
have to put,
better it is put in Word.
yeah.
Word is more easy.
Is it better if you can
Fast.
do it from Word? Does everybody
Yeah.
does everybody have Word on their computer? No problem.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
So
I think
I
it's
will.
more easy.
All right. If it's more easy for you for a Word document, I'll send you as a Word document. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Amos.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's better for me. Okay. Yeah. All right. Anyway, here we go. The first one is past, right? Because it says yesterday.
Yesterday.
So what do we want to say there? What's the past tense for buy?
Both.
Oh,
Very good. B-O-U-G-H-T, right?
Yes.
Bought. Okay. Now the next one, it says Bill enjoys. Now there's that word enjoy. We were talking about it last week, right? So what, exactly, we're going to use that gerund. Bill enjoys being a teacher. Being. All right, that's what we call a gerund, right? Gerund is a verb that's after another verb, right? Whenever you have verb, that second verb has to change. All right, now the next one. Oops.
Harvey.
A lot of people coming in here. Oh my goodness. Hold on. We got Sebastiana, we got Maria. Come on in, everybody. Okay.
Irene.
All right. Okay. The next one, it says very often. So should we say is or does?
Does.
Does, right.
Does Harvey.
Does Harvey go swimming very often? And remember we talked about last week, we often use go plus a gerund for activities, right? Go swimming, go camping, go jogging, go swimming, etc., etc., etc. All right. Now here's another word, avoid. Avoid. Now avoid.
Answering.
Exactly. We want the gerund again. He avoided answering my questions. Avoided answering my questions. Avoid plus gerund. Now the next one, we have I don't mind. I don't mind is another verb, and we have after verb, second verb is going to be ing again. I don't mind taking care of my sister's pets. I don't mind taking care of my sister's pets. Okay, now the next one is says the last election. The last election. Last is past, right? Whenever you see last week, last month, last year.
Yeah.
Past tense. So what can we say here? Who did Bill vote? Right?
Vote.
Who did Bill vote for in the last election? Did vote.
Yeah.
All right. Now the next one is about the future.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So how can we make a sentence there?
Are you Brian?
Are you going to write or will you
Right.
write, right? Either one is okay.
Right. Are you going?
Are you going to write or will you write? Both are fine. Both are fine. All right. Now the next one has the word quit. Quit plus ing, right? Quit talking.
Smoking.
Quit smoking. Exactly.
Smoking.
We got a gerund again. Quit smoking.
Mhm.
Right? Barry quit smoking a few years ago and his health really improved. He quit
Okay.
smoking. Whenever you have words about like stop, quit, finish, cancel, delay, postpone, those are all with gerunds, right? Stop talking, quit smoking, finish working. All of those words, gerunds. All right, the next one says not very much. So it's in general. So should we say isn't or doesn't?
Doesn't.
Doesn't. Very good.
Doesn't.
In general, we use the word doesn't.
Doesn't.
Doesn't, and then
Smiley.
S-M-I-L-E.
Doesn't.
Smile.
Smiley.
Smile.
Doesn't
Smile.
smile very much. In general, negative.
Yes.
Now, the next one, if you were in my level 2 class, you learned this one. We have the word
Next
plan.
is my
Plan.
favorite
My
planning.
planning.
Next week
To,
is
Should we say moving or
going
to move?
To move.
to
To
move.
move, right. To move. That's an infinitive. We're going to talk more about that in a couple of weeks, the difference between the gerund and the infinitive. In my level 2 class, I taught 5 infinitives, right? Want to, need to, have to, hope to, plan to. 5 infinitives about the actions in the future, right? For example, I want to be a nurse. I need to study medicine. I have to get a certificate. I hope to start my college next year. I plan to study hard during the summer, right? 5 verbs about future. Want to, need to, hope to, plan to, have to. Let me put that on the board so everybody can write that down and have that in your notes. Because not everybody was in my level 2 class. So let me write those down on the board. So I'm going to stop this share for just a second. Look at all these beautiful faces. And then I'm going to share my whiteboard for a second. And there are many, many verbs that use infinitives, but I'm going to tell you the basics that we learned in my level 2 class. Okay? All right.
okay.
Verbs with infinitives. Basics, right? We're only talking about the ones we learned way back in level 2. Actually, we learned one in level 1, right? Right? Have to, need to, want to, hope to, plan to. Those are the verbs we use with infinitive. We learned those in level 2, or I don't know. Heidi remembers at least. A couple people were in my level 2 class. Not most people were not in my level 2 class. But let's see. Heidi, Maria, Diego, you were in my level 2 class. Have to, need to, hope to, want to, plan to. Anyway, there they are. Those are the ones that were. 3 of these were in the book. Have to, need to, want to were in the book. I added 2 extras, hope to and plan to. So this is, if you check your book, if you have a level 2 book, it's chapter 2. Chapter 2 in the level 2 book. If you still have that book, check it out. So let me give you an example. When I have to, need to, want to, hope to, plan to, my verb is going to be simple present, my first verb. And my second verb will be infinitive. So for example, if I say, Jessica has to go to the market today. Right? The first verb, simple present. The second part, infinitive. Or Roberto needs to refill his prescription. Right? Remember, have to and need to are basically the same. They mean something is necessary, right?
Yes.
Want to is about your goals, right? For example, I want to be a dental technician in the future. I want to. And hope to is about your dreams.
Mhm. To travel. Oh, no, me.
But not right now, that's for sure. When we retire. When we retire. Yeah, not right now.
Yeah,
No, thank you. I pass.
already travel.
Yeah. So we hope to travel to Europe when we retire. And plan to. We often use plan to in present continuous.
To pass the level.
There you go. So we have, again, the first part is going to be either simple present or present continuous. And the second part is always going to be that infinitive. Planning to sell, hope to travel, want to be, need to refill, has to go, right? Those are what we call infinitives. Everybody have a chance to copy that down or need a little more time?
A little more time.
A little more
please.
time, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
Again, 3 of those were in your level 2 book, have to, need to, want to. And hope to and plan to are a little bonus if you were in my class on level 2. All right. No problem?
No problem.
No problem.
problem.
Okay, good. All right, so let me go back to our verb review. All right, so this one was plan, right? So we use the infinitive there. All right. What time the class begin each night? Should we say is or does?
What
Does,
time
right.
does the
What time
class
does the class begin?
begin each night?
What time does the class begin each night? Okay.
That's
Now the next one, it says my cat loves.
love.
Now this one, remember what
It's
did we say just a few minutes ago? Whenever we have verb, the second verb will be either gerund or infinitive. But with love, you're lucky because both are okay. I could say loves to eat or loves eating. No problem.
Loves eating. Oh,
Los dos. They are both okay. Okay. No problem so
Just
far?
eating. The love is just eating, right?
Eating is fine or to eat.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. 2 good answers. To eat or eating. Both answers okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now the next one is about the car of your father, and it's about these days.
this day.
Car.
So should we say
Does
right?
your
Does
father
Does
It
your
is
father
past. Best day.
drive?
drive?
no,
Or you could say is your father driving? Both okay.
does
Number 14 says last year. Last year is past. Invite is a regular
Invites.
verb
Invites.
with an S or an
Invite.
ED.
Yes.
Invited.
Invited, right? ED.
Invited.
Jack invited me to his wedding last year. Invited because it's past, last year. Okay. Here's what we were just talking about. The students don't want. Don't
To
want
take.
to.
To
Exactly.
To take.
Take.
To take
Take
Mr. Brown's
Mr.
class number.
Brown's class next month.
To
Right.
take.
Whenever you have verb, you have to change that second verb. All right.
To take.
Number 16 says at the moment. At the
Is
moment.
standing.
Is standing. Perfect.
Standing.
Standing.
Is Mr.
Standing.
Thompson standing at the bus stop at the moment? All right. The next one. Maria's husband, the movie last night. But this one is hold on, hold on.
Maria.
It's last night, right? So should we say doesn't or didn't?
Didn't.
Didn't.
Didn't. Didn't understand.
Didn't understand the movie last night.
Didn't.
Past tense, negative. Ah. Now the next one, we have the word hope.
To climb.
Again, we're going to use that infinitive. Hope to climb.
To climb.
We hope to climb Mount Whitney next summer. Want to, need to, have to, hope to, plan to. Remember those 5.
We need to.
Plan.
All right. The next one says party next Friday.
Didn't have.
Next Friday.
Well,
Next Friday.
Going to
Future.
They will have.
They
Won't have
They
or
won't have.
Aren't going.
won't have or aren't going to.
Going to have.
Future negative. Future negative.
Going to.
All right. The next one says how many hours each week.
Does.
Cada semana.
Does.
Do.
Do we say does or do?
Does.
Do. How many hours do you work?
How many hours do you work?
Do you work each week?
Do.
Work.
Do you work? Okay. The next one is says Bob always.
Always.
Always does what?
Orders. Setting.
Orders. O-R-D-E-R-S. Orders.
Ordering. Orders.
All right. The next one says the bedroom tomorrow.
Will.
Will.
Will. Work. Workman. Paint.
Will paint or are going to paint, right? Both okay. Future. Future. Will or are going to.
Are going to.
No problem. Are going to is good. All right. And here's that word stop. Remember,
eat.
quit, stop, finish, cancel.
To eat.
Not to.
Jennifer stopped eating.
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 She stopped eating meat a few years ago. We can say stop to, but that's a different thing.
Oh, okay.
But when you stop
eating.
something, you say, I stopped doing that, right? I stopped smoking, stop eating sweets, stop having parties at my house. Okay, and the next one says, listen. Jimmy, the piano in the other room. What can we say there? Jimmy is
Jimmy is practicing.
practicing, right?
Practicing.
Is practicing. Everybody agree?
Yes.
Because it says listen. That must mean it's happening right now. Listen. Jimmy is practicing the piano in the other room. Is practicing. Okay? All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. Let's see. Who do we have here? We have Jessica. And we have Maria Gasca. And we have Blanca and Patricia and Maria Diego and Ana Maria and Heidi Cabrera. And we have, I think that's Irene there that says iPhone. I'm going to change your name to Irene so I don't call you Miss iPhone. Okay. Okay. And then we have Elvira and we have 593049. Who is that?
Yes.
Who is that? 593049?
3.
Wearing glasses, black shirt?
49592. Who is? I don't.
Who is that? I don't know.
No, it's the lady glasses.
Yeah, I know.
Elvira?
No, Elvira, no.
No.
No,
Elvira.
no, Elvira is there, and then
Blanca?
this
No.
No.
I see.
No, no. The
all right. She doesn't want to talk. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We have Maria, Ana Maria. We have Heidi,
Ana Maria.
and Berta, and Sebastiana. Okay, fantastic.
But you said black sweater?
oh yeah, it says Joe's.
Yo. Me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you.
Is not my name in there?
Jessica.
No, it
No.
has numbers.
No.
What's your first name?
Cira.
Ira.
Cira.
Celia.
Cira.
Hoy no puedo ver a
C-I-R-A.
nadie.
C-I-R-A?
Yes. Cira.
Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. Más mejor, right? All right. There we go. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. Happy Monday.
Hi. Good
Hi.
morning. I need to
Monday
thank
is just
you.
like
Hi.
Friday and just like Tuesday. It's all the same, right? We're all stuck in our houses. Well, what did I do this weekend? Not very much. I read a book and I watched some movies. That was my weekend. It was very exciting. Now, last week we talked about what we call gerunds, right? We
Yes.
talked a little bit just a minute ago about infinitives. Now today I want to give you an introduction to the next big idea from level 3. It's not in level 2 at all, right? So it's brand new for level 3. If you're a 3B, you have heard of it before, but if you're a 3A, it's brand new. And that's the idea when you want to talk about something that happened today, but you're not sure when, or this year 5 times, or recently, or in your life, but you don't remember when it happened, right? Talking about indefinite actions. And we use something we call present perfect. So I want to introduce that to you today. Some of you, if you're 3B, this will be a review. But if you're 3A, this is going to be new. Okay, so I'm going to turn off everybody's microphone and give you a little presentation, and then we're going to practice, okay? Okay, so I'm going to turn off the microphone so everybody can hear. Now, of course, if you have a question, feel free to turn on your microphone, but I'm going to turn off everybody's microphone for right now, okay?
Okay.
All right, so there you go. All right, and again, if you have a question, please turn on your microphone and ask the question. Otherwise, it's a little more quiet and it's easier to follow the lecture, because when we have 15 rooms, that means 15 kids and 15 dogs and 15 televisions, and things get a little crazy. So it's always a little nicer when we do our lecture with all the microphones off. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and we're going to talk about what we call present perfect. It's new for level 3A and it's a review for level 3B. So let me open up my screen here and let me start the show. Okay. All right. Can everybody see this? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Yeah. Thumbs up. You see it? The present perfect tense? Yes. Good. Okay. Excellent. All right. When do we use present perfect? Well, when we're talking about experience and recent actions. Experience and recent actions. Let's take a look. All right, first we have to learn the form because it's a little bit like past tense, but not exactly. Remember past tense, what's our auxiliary? Did and didn't, right? That's past. So we're going to use a different auxiliary this time. What are we going to use? Have and has. Have and has. And a third form of the verb, what we call the past participle. Now, irregular verbs in English and regular verbs too have three forms. They have a present form. Sometimes we call it the base form. We have a past tense form. And we have this third form, what we call the past participle. Plus ing, but we don't really talk about ing very much because it's kind of easy to make. But past participles are a little tricky because sometimes they're regular and sometimes they're irregular, just like with simple past, right? Regular verbs, no problem. Ed, ed, ed. So, for example, I have called. Maria has visited. Irene has worked, right? Have or has plus ed. And that's also true in the question. Remember, in simple past, we don't use ed in our question, but in present perfect, we do. So I will say, have you called, with ed, your mother today? Has your sister visited you recently? Or has Roberto worked this month? Again, have or has plus ed. That's also true for a negative, right? I haven't called Jose yet. Maria hasn't visited San Francisco in a long time. Or I haven't worked this week, right? Have or has, haven't or hasn't, ed. Now, irregular is where things get tricky. Irregular verbs, various forms, sometimes the same as the simple past. For example, made, but sometimes different. For example, gone, right? If you're a 3B, you've learned all these before. But if you're 3A, this is a new idea. So let's take a look at some of these. Notice I'm putting the past participle in red. Go, went, have gone. Come, came, have come. Take, took, have taken. Eat, ate, have eaten. Drink, drank, have drunk. Get, got, have gotten. Have, had, had. Swim, swam, have swum. Drive, drove, have driven. Sing, sang. Remember, sing is present, sang is past. And past present perfect, have sung. Ride, rode, have ridden. Write, wrote, have written. Feed, fed, have fed. Fly, flew, have flown. Teach, taught, have taught. Make, made, have made. See, saw, have seen. Do, did, have done. Read, read, have read. Sleep, slept, have slept. Cut, cut, have cut. Special case, remember, the be verb has two past tense, and those are was and were. We learned those back in level 1, right? I was busy yesterday. My friends were busy yesterday, right? But the past participle is only one, been. I have been a teacher before. Okay? So far, so good? So again, everything that's in red must be with have or has. I cannot just say gone. Sometimes you hear teenagers speak and they don't speak English very well, and they say, I gone there yesterday. Doesn't make sense, right? I went there yesterday and I have gone there. All right. So next slide. Now I'm going to put these slides in your Schoology page, so you'll have these slides to look at, so you don't need to copy down everything from the slide. Present perfect is used in 4 common situations. What are those 4 common situations? Your personal experience, work experience, travel experience, family experience, your recent activities. For example, today or this week or this month. How long questions? How long for something that is happening now, but started 10 years ago, or started 6 months ago, or started a year ago? How long have you been a student? How long have you lived in Los Angeles? How long have you known your husband? And again, how many? How many also with present perfect? How many people have you talked to today? How many cups of coffee have you drunk this morning? How many visitors have you seen this week? All right, so let's talk about each one together. Experience, right? Experience, we use present perfect to talk about an experience from our past, but we don't mention when the action happened. I have that experience, but it's not important when it happened. It's not important. And the key words we use here are 3: ever, never, and before. Ever, never, and before. For example, have you ever seen an Italian movie? Victor has never worked in a restaurant. Lisa can do this job. She has done this kind of work before. Ever, never, before. Okay? So far, so good? All right, I'm going to stop and we're going to practice a little bit. We're going to practice this first one. All right, I'm going to turn everybody's microphone back on. All right, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
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 Hello.
Any questions?
Hi.
Any questions so far? Everybody feeling good? Okay, let's practice this first one. Have you ever? All right, I'm going to ask you a have you ever question, and I want you to answer yes, I have, or no, I haven't. Okay, yes, I have,
Okay.
or no, I haven't. Sounds good?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's start with Jessica. Hello, Jessica.
Hi, Mr. Webb.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm
First
ready.
question on Monday morning is for you. Oh, no. Have you ever gone to Disneyland?
Yes, I have.
All right. So, class, what did she say?
Yes, she
Yes,
has.
she has.
She has.
Gone
She has.
to Disneyland before. Right? She has gone to Disneyland before. All right. Maria Gasca, have you ever eaten Japanese food?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have. Okay, there's another yes. So what can we say about Maria?
Yes, I have.
Yes,
She
she has.
has
Uh,
eaten
Eat
Japanese food
Chinese
before.
food before.
Right? We can use before with that affirmative. She has eaten Japanese food before. She has that experience. All right, Blanca.
Yes.
Hola, Blanca.
Hola, Mr. Webb.
All right. Let me ask you another have you ever question. Have you ever spoken English at work?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have. There we go. Okay, so what can we say about Blanca?
Yes,
She
She
has
has
spoken
spoken English at work,
English at work
before.
before.
Right, good. All right, Patricia, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Have you ever been a volunteer?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have. Okay, what can we say about Patricia?
She
She
has
has been a volunteer
volunteer
before.
Volunteer.
She has been a volunteer before. All right, Maria Diego. This is Maria Diego, everybody. She's usually in my class on Saturday, but she's coming to this class for extra practice. So say hello to Maria Diego, everybody.
Hello,
Hi, Maria.
Maria.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
She's here for some extra practice. All right. Let's see. Maria Diego, have you ever read the Bible?
yes, I have.
Yes, I have. Okay, what can we say about Maria? She
She
has read.
Ever
We don't need to use ever. We're going to say
Right,
she
the
has read the Bible.
the Bible before.
Yeah. Students, usually we use ever for a question. We use never for the negative. And we use before for affirmative. You could use ever for affirmative sometimes, but let's stick with the basics. Ever, question. Never, negative. Before, affirmative. All right, Irene. Have you ever baked a birthday cake?
Yes, I have.
Oh, yes, you have. Very good. All right. How was it? Good?
Yes.
Delicious? What flavor cake did you make? Chocolate? Vanilla? Tres leches?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. That sounds good. All right. So what did she say?
She
She
has
baked
Be
a birthday cake
baked a cake
before.
before.
She has baked a birthday cake before. Okay.
Birthday cake.
Elvira,
She has made.
Yes.
have you ever driven to Santa Barbara?
no, I
Haven't.
haven't.
No, I haven't. Right?
Haven't.
Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Okay.
No,
So,
I haven't.
so students, she said no. So we're going to use the word never for our answer, right? So what did she say? She said she has never driven to
To San
Santa
Diego.
Barbara.
Santa Barbara.
She has never driven. Santa Barbara is going in my head. She has never driven to Santa Barbara. Okay. All right. Maria number 2. Hello, Maria Garcilaso. All right.
Yes.
Yes, you ready?
Yes.
Have you ever put a Christmas tree in your living room?
No, I haven't.
No Christmas trees, huh? Okay. All right. So she said no. So what do we say? She has never put a Christmas tree
Christmas tree
in her living room.
living room.
Before.
In her living room. She has never put a Christmas tree in her living room. All right. Sira. Hello, Sira. Have you ever broken your cell phone?
Yes, I have.
It's very frustrating, isn't it?
And I will receive it
You
today.
start to cry
The
when you
new
see
one.
this. Oh no. Pobrecita. Oh, breaking the cell phone. My daughter, I think when she was in high school, I think she broke her cell phone like 4 times.
Wow.
Daddy, I broke my cell phone again. Hold on to it. Put it in your bag.
My son told me, Mom, put a glass on your cell phone.
Yeah, that's right. Put the protector on it.
The protector glass.
That's right. Okay. So, what can we say about Shira?
She
has
has
broken
broken
her cell phone.
Broke her
her
cell phone
Before.
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 Excellent. Excellent. All right. Heidi.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever lived in your own apartment?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have. Okay. So what can she say?
She
She has lived
Live
in
her
her
Or
own
apartment.
before.
apartment before.
Apartment.
She has lived in her own apartment before. All right. Anna Maria.
Yeah.
Hello, Anna Maria.
Hi, Mr. Webb.
Okay.
I hear you.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever used email?
I have.
Yes, I have. Right?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have. Remember, the short answer is yes, I have. No, I haven't.
Use it by email.
So what can we say about Anna Maria? She
Has
has
used
email.
Email
before.
Before.
Okay. All right. Berta, are you there? Berta de la Torre? Okay. Berta? Anybody home? That's why the camera's not on. She doesn't want us to see that she's having breakfast. All right. Sebastiana, how about you? Are you there?
Yes, I
Okay,
I'm here.
Sebastiana. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever learned how to swim? Have you ever learned how to swim?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I haven't. Okay. So what can we say? She
Has
has never
ever
learned
how to swim.
Swim.
She has never learned to swim. Okay, so that's use number one. When you want to know about somebody's experience, this is going to be very popular when you go to a job interview, right? So you want to get a job at McDonald's or you want to get a job at a big corporation, they're going to ask you the same questions, right? What are the questions they're going to ask you? Do you have any experience, right? That's the number one question people ask, right? So they might say, have you ever used Excel before? Have you ever made copies before? Have you ever cooked Mexican food before? Right? They'll ask you a lot of have you ever questions when you go to a job interview. All right. So I'm going to share the screen again and turn off everybody's mic and give you one more example. Okay, mics are off, and then I'll show you one more example here. Okay, let's go to the next one. Here we go. All right, where do we go here? We just did experience. Okay, let's start here. Okay. All right, we've already talked about this one, right? Have you ever seen an Italian movie? Victor has never worked in a restaurant. Lisa can do the job. She has done the work before. Again, ever in the question, never in the negative, before in affirmative. All right, so let's look at the next slide. Recent actions. Recent actions. We use present perfect to talk about a recent action, but again, we don't mention when the action happened exactly. We mention it only in a very vague way. Words that we can use: recently, lately, already, yet, just, and still. That's a lot. Let's look at some examples for each one. Have you talked to Deborah recently? Have you talked to Deborah recently? It's been very chilly lately. Recently, lately mean the same thing. Recientemente. I have already done my taxes for this year. I have already done my taxes for this year. Have you eaten dinner yet tonight? Have you eaten dinner yet tonight? Present perfect. The mail has just arrived. I will go get it. Has just arrived. Present perfect. My parents still haven't called. I hope they're okay. Notice, if we have still, we use a negative. If we have yet, we use a question or a negative. And the others are used with affirmative, negative, or questions. All right. So I want to practice this some more. So again, I'm going to stop the share and we're going to practice this one. Okay, let me see. I'm going to put on the board here, and I'm going to give you some questions that I want you to ask some partners. So I'm going to open up the board here. Okay. And I'm going to erase this one from before, these infinitives. And we're going to talk about questions about recent actions. So I'm going to put you into a little group, and I'm going to have you talk about recent actions with your partners. And I'm going to have you ask them some questions. So please copy this from the board because you're going to need to use this in your small groups. So I'm going to have you think of some questions. The first question I want you to ask the person is, have you, and you're going to think of the verb today. For example, have you eaten breakfast today? Have you drunk coffee today? Have you taken a shower today? Whatever you want to say, right? Have you today? And then I want you to ask a question, have you this week? Well, this week is only, today is only the second day of the week, right? Sunday is the first day, Tuesday, Monday is the second day. So have you gone to the market this week? Have you done your laundry this week? Have you this month? Right? Have you watched a movie this month? Have you called your parents this month? Have you visited your family this month? And finally, one last one. Have you this year? Well, what is it now? It is April, right? It is April. So we have January, February, March, April. So have you? So for example, have you taken a trip this year? Have you gone to the beach this year? Have you had a problem with the coronavirus this year? Right? All are possible for this year. And if the person answers yes, I want you to ask the person when. Okay? All right. We'll give you just a second to copy all that down in your notebook. And then we're going to go into our little groups and practice. Okay. I'm going to turn everybody's microphone on, and I'll give you some examples while you're writing. Okay. All right, so let me ask you, I want you to listen to my questions and then we're gonna go into small groups and practice. All right, Blanca.
Okay.
Hello, Blanca.
Hello.
Let me ask you a question about today. Have you sent a text message today? Have you sent
No.
a text message today?
Say no.
No,
Not
I
yet.
have.
Maybe you
Not
will
yet.
send a text message later, but
Right.
so far today, you haven't sent a text message yet. Okay? Somebody's telephone. Is that my telephone? I don't think so. All right.
Hello.
All right. All right, next. All right, let me ask Irene. Irene,
Yes, let me call. Yes.
have you gone to the supermarket this week? Have you gone to the supermarket this week?
I haven't.
No, you haven't. Okay, so you haven't gone to the supermarket yet this week. Maybe you will go later, but you haven't gone yet. Good. All right, let me ask, let's see, who else do we have here? How about Heidi?
Yes.
Heidi, let's see, where are we this month? Heidi, have you, let's see, have you eaten a lot of junk food this month?
No, I haven't.
Well, you're lucky. Me, potato chips, oh, sodas. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I have gained 10 pounds. It's terrible. You're gonna have a fat teacher when you come back to school. I need to change my eating, but I'm glad Heidi hasn't eaten too much junk food this month. Good. All right. Let me see. Sarah, let me ask you a question. Have you gone to the beach this year?
No, I haven't.
No, I haven't. Good, good. Good. So you see, have you today? Have you this week? Have you this month? Have you this year? And then if the person says yes,
great.
we're going to say, when did you do that? Okay? All right. So I'm going to stop this share for a second. And I'm going to put you into little groups here. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let me see here. We got 13 people here today. So let's see. Let's put you into 4 different rooms. Everybody has the questions in your notebook? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
So take turns asking each other these have you questions. Have you today? Have you
Had you
this week?
this week?
Have you
Had
this
you
month?
this month?
Mom,
Have you
have
this
you
year?
this year?
year?
Okay, everybody got it?
Yes, got it.
All right, good. So I'm going to put you in your little rooms and have you practice. Let's see, right now it's 11:26. Let's say practice for maybe about 5 or 10 minutes, okay? Have
Okay.
you questions, okay? And remember, as long as you're speaking English in your little groups, no problem. Keep talking, okay? So I'll bring you out in about 10 minutes, okay? All right, so practice with your partners, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. You're going into your rooms. See you later. Push the button that says join. There's a button that says join. You got to push that button. Okay. Jessica, you see that button that says join? There you go. Maria Gasca, there's a button that says join. Put that join button in. There you go.
Ouch.
Oh, welcome back.
Okay.
Did you see the button that says join?
Hold on, Mr. Huecos. My
Okay.
screen went so crazy.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna move you to a different room, okay?
All right.
All right. You see a new button that says join?
It came and it went. It went out. I didn't see it now.
Oops. Oops. Okay. All right. Hold on. We had a little problem here. All right. Let's try this again.
Okay.
All right. All right. Everybody's coming back.
Okay.
We have to start this again. We had a little problem, a little technical
Okay.
issue. All right. We almost did it, but we had a problem. So in 30 seconds, we're gonna have to start this all over again. All right. Okay, 13 seconds, 12 seconds. Everybody's gonna come back and I'm gonna send you back to your room. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right, hold on. There we go. 3, 2, I don't know why that happened, but okay, everybody's coming back.
Return.
Okay.
Ya lo sacó.
All right. Sorry about that. I know. That was we had a bit of a problem. So I'm gonna send you to your rooms again, and I pushed the wrong button. Okay. All right. So back to your rooms and practice. Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes teacher gets wrong with the buttons. Okay. Here we go. All right. So back to your room. All right. Just push that button that says join, and then you'll be ready to go.
Okay.
All right. Everybody see the join button?
I cannot see it.
I haven't seen it yet.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Now there we go.
I saw.
There we go. There we go.
Later or join?
Join. All right. Push the button that says join. There you go. There you go. Join. All right. You see it, Elvira? Join, it will say. There we go. Hello, Maria.
Hi.
Do you see something on your computer that says join? You should
Yes.
see it. Push that button
Okay.
and you'll go to a group and they'll tell you what to do, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Have you
Hi, Mr. Well.
I'm just going to listen and help if you need me, okay?
Okay, thank you.
have you take vacation this month?
Taken, right? Taken. Have you taken a vacation this month?
Yes,
Taking a vacation. Okay.
but that's okay.
Have you travel this year?
Have you traveled this year?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Now, Elvira, you have to say when. Remember, if she says yes, you're going to say when.
When
When did you travel?
when did you travel?
Okay, first got on June.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Ask me that question.
Right now, Jessica does.
Okay.
And Blanca.
Okay.
What happened?
I think
Jessica.
Heidi is frozen.
Yeah.
She's gone into the deep freeze. Pobrecita. Oh, there she is. She's back now. Okay.
Yeah.
She was frozen
Okay.
for a moment.
Yes.
And make question, Jessica. Have
Okay.
you drunk water today?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Now ask when.
When?
Recently,
Just very recently, huh? A few minutes ago.
6
Six-
minutes ago.
6 minutes ago. Okay, you're very exact. You have a very careful record of your water drinking. All right, very good. I'm going to leave you guys to work, and I'm going to go to the next room. Okay. All right.
Okay, Mr. Webb.
Keep practicing. You're doing a good job.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I'm here to visit.
Okay, teacher, we have question.
What's
On
up?
the number 2, have you is past. The verb is past. For example,
It could
have
be,
you work this week?
sure. Have you worked this week? ED. That's
It's-
perfect.
Oh,
Work
okay. it's
it,
past.
yeah, in
Have you
past.
worked this week? Yeah. You're going to use what we call the past participle, right? Yeah. If
Okay.
you're a 3A, past participle is new. But I think, Irene, you're 3B, right? Irene, you're 3B?
Yes,
So you had,
3A.
oh, you're 3A.
Yeah,
Oh,
repeat.
so this is new for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any 3Bs here? Everybody 3A?
3A.
3A? Okay, so
3A.
this is new. Yeah, we're going to use what we call the past participle, right? Those were the words in red in the presentation, right? Eaten, taken, broken,
Yes.
sung, etc. So, but for a regular verb, Patricia, you were very perfect because you said, have you worked this week?
Have to work.
Perfecto. Perfecto.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, let me hear another one.
Oh.
Which one?
Have you worked this month? Or working?
Worked. You're going to still use ED.
ED?
ED.
Oh,
Past.
Para
Past.
todos. ED.
Yeah.
except
Yeah.
or the same today?
Yeah, same for today. Yeah. For example, have you played video games today?
Okay.
Have you watched television today? Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever you have you need ED.
Is
Oh.
correct. Is correct. Have you gone the beach this year?
Perfect. Because that's our past participle. Gone. Yeah.
It's a participle.
Remember, if you have regular, it's ED, and irregular, we have all those forms
Yeah.
were in red.
Okay.
But the question is, have you gone to the beach or
Perfect.
have you go beach?
Gone.
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 Gone. Gone. We're going to say gone. Have you gone to the beach this
To the-
year?
Okay.
Have
Okay.
you gone?
Now I got it.
Okay.
Thank
All right.
Mhm.
No problem. All right. Keep practicing. I'm going to
Yeah.
I'm going to visit another room. Okay. Keep practicing
Okay.
though.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right. I'll see how they're doing in the next room.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Ask a question again. Have you ate menudo this weekend?
This
Week?
week.
Uh-huh.
No, I haven't.
No menudo, huh?
No menudo.
No,
Not this week, huh?
Sira, have
Yes.
you sent a message today?
Can you repeat the question again, please?
Have you sent a message today?
Yeah. Have you sent,
Uh,
right?
Sent a
Have you
message
sent a
today?
message, a text message today?
Yes, I have.
Who?
Who did you send your message to?
Who did you send us a message today?
I sent the message this morning to my parents.
Okay. Very good.
Is it
Mr.
sorry,
Webb,
Sira?
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Please.
I have a question.
Mhm.
My battery is really low, and I think it's gonna die. My telephone is gonna die. Can
Oh,
I
no.
change and it come back again?
Yeah. As long as you click that link with your phone, no problem.
All right. Thank you.
Okay,
Let
so
me
you-
change it because it's already dying. I mean, it's almost dying.
Okay. All right. Good luck. All right. Pobrecita. All right.
Or maybe we can continue.
Well,
if it's gone, it's gone.
do your best. Okay. All right.
Okay, if it's
gonna
gone,
go
it's
to
gone.
I'm gonna go to the next room and check on them. Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna check on room number 4 here.
Okay.
Let's see how they're doing.
I'm
All right.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we doing? Everybody okay? Everybody
Okay.
understand the idea?
Yes.
All right. Let me hear some examples.
Okay. Okay. Teacher, have you drunk water today?
Drunk water today. Yes, I have.
Okay.
I drank water this morning when I took my medicine. I drank water this morning.
Drunk.
Good. All right. Sebastiana, how about you?
Oh, have you gone to the supermarket this week?
Yes, I have. I went to the supermarket yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Is Berta there?
No.
No, she's just a name there, huh? She's not there. Okay. All right. Practice a little bit more, and then I'm gonna bring everybody back to the main room. Okay.
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 All right. I'll be there in just a minute. Okay.
Okay.
Are you? Oh,
Hola.
hi.
Hi.
Hi, Tatiana.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's do some more practice while we're waiting for everybody to return. Let me ask you, Elvira.
Yes.
Have you spoken to your family today?
No, I don't have.
I haven't. I
Haven't.
No, I haven't. Good. Maria Gasca,
Yes.
have you done exercise this week?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have. When did you do exercise?
In my living room.
Oh, in your living room. Okay.
Yes.
Jumping jacks. Okay. All right, Sebastiana. Have you bought any furniture this year?
Yes,
I'm here.
Yes, I have.
Oh, what did you buy?
I bought a furniture for the clothes my children.
Oh, like
I
a chest of drawers.
I went to the IKEA.
IKEA, some drawers.
IKEA.
Yes.
Okay.
It's open IKEA.
You.
Yes, it is open.
Oh, it's open.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I went there.
All right. Woo. You could go to IKEA and take a walk for
An IKEA. Oh my
an
God.
hour. Get good exercise in IKEA, walking around there.
It's so far.
It's a big store. All right, very good.
I like that.
I think everybody's back now. All right.
Yes.
So the two ideas we had so far were all with the idea of before, right? Either before in your life, or before today, or before this week, or before this month. But it's before, right? Actions in the past. They're in the past, but it's indefinite. All right. Now, we're going to go back to the slides, and I'm going to show you two more uses, right? All of the questions we were asking so far have been yes or no, right? Yes or no. So,
Yes.
for example, have you ever swum in the ocean? Have you eaten breakfast today? Right? They're yes or no questions. Now, we're going to look at the questions that are not yes or no, but they are how long and how many. How long and how many. And I think Ms. Aguirre is going to talk with you more about present perfect tomorrow. So this all week we're going to talk about present perfect. So today is just the introduction. So let me go back to my screen. And here we are, recent actions. Here we go. Oh, somebody just came in. Who's this? All right, come on in. Okay. All right. So we just practiced this, right? Recent actions. So let me go to the next slide. The next idea with present perfect is how long. But there's something very important. We use present perfect to talk about the duration of actions. You have that word in Spanish, right? Duration. Duración. Yes.
Yes.
Duración.
Duration of actions that started in the past, and here's the key point in red, and are still happening now. So from the past hasta ahora, until now. From the past until now. Let's look at some examples.
Until now.
Keywords: how long, for, since, and in. For example, how long have you studied English? Right? You are studying right now, and I'm asking you, how long? Yeah, I'm going to turn off our microphones again just so we can have some peace here. All right, there we go. So first question, how long? How long have you studied English? Present perfect until now. Second question. My daughter has been a college student for 3 years. She is a college student now. She has been a college student for 3 years. Has been. I have lived in my house since 2009. In Spanish, since is desde, since 2009. I've lived in my house from 2009 until today, until now. I haven't gone to a Dodger game in a long time. And notice my little star about in. We only use in the negative. You say, I haven't seen him in a long time. In negative only. So that one is how long? Until now. But we can also use it with how many until now. For example, we use present perfect to talk about the number of times something has happened until now. How many times have you been to Disneyland? I know how to use the printer. I have used it many times before. Maria has missed 3 classes this week. I hope she isn't sick. Alberto has already drunk 3 cups of coffee today. How long? How many? Hasta ahora. Until now. Now, here's the big question, and we're going to practice this some more in just a minute. Present perfect or simple past, because they're both past actions. But here's the point. Present perfect, we have an indefinite past, and simple past is definite, right? Notice what it says here. Remember, in simple past, we know when the action happened. With present perfect, it's not important. Let me show you some examples. I took a very interesting class last semester. Simple past. I have taken a few Spanish classes in my life. Present perfect. Simple past, last semester. Definite. Present perfect, in my life. It's not important when, right? No es importante cuando. It's not important when. It just happened. I have already eaten breakfast. Present perfect. I ate breakfast around 7 o'clock today. Simple past. Present perfect, not important when. Simple past, 7 o'clock today. Present perfect, simple past. All right, let's look at another example. Remember, if an action is finished, we use simple past to talk about the duration. If it isn't finished, we use present perfect. Example, I worked at McDonald's for a year in high school. I don't work there anymore. I'm not a McDonald's worker anymore, but I worked at McDonald's for 1 year. Simple past. I have worked at my current job since 2009. Present perfect, right? Because I still work here today. I have been married for 15 years. Present perfect. My aunt is a widow. Remember, widow means somebody whose husband has passed away. She was married for 48 years, right? She's not married right now because her husband died, right? But she was married for 48 years, right? The first example, I am married right now. My wife is in the next room, right? So I have been married. My aunt is a widow. She was married for 48 years, but her husband passed away. I've been until now. I was in the past. The end. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. All right, we're not done yet. We're going to practice a little bit. But let me turn everybody's microphone back on. See how much time we have left. We have about 10 minutes. We can do one practice. Okay, I'm going to unmute everybody. Hello, everyone again.
Hello.
Hi.
Now, don't worry if you're confused right now, because this is going to take all semester to learn perfectly. This is just the introduction. So little by little, all semester, we're going to practice this. So right now we're just learning. Okay? Okay, but we have about 10 minutes before 12 o'clock. So I want to do one more practice together before we say hasta la vista, baby. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to share one more screen, and then we're going to do one more practice today. And then I'll send you some practice in your app for later. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So let me share the screen here. All right. Do you see the Ventures Arcade?
Yes.
Everybody sees Ventures?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is something from chapter 3. No, wait a minute. Chapter 2, sorry. From chapter 2 in your Ventures book. If you have the Ventures book, check chapter 2 for this. And we're going to do a little practice. Chapter 2 in the Ventures book. Yes, if you have the book. So let's do a little practice here. Let's do 2 practices here with the ever question. Okay? Okay. So, can everybody see that question?
Yes.
Yes.
So what should we say?
Having
Have,
answered
Have,
Alexis and Ryan
Ryan,
ever
ever
taken?
Taken.
French.
French?
They
All right.
haven't.
No, they haven't.
No,
Haven't.
they haven't.
No, they haven't. They are
They
studying
are
English.
studying English.
Perfect. No problem. And again,
No.
the Ventures Arcade is something that you can practice by yourself too, because this is linked on the website. All right. Next one. We have singular here, right? Young Suk is one person.
Yes.
So what can we say?
Has Jung Suk
Ever
Has Young Suk ever
answered
Question in class.
ever answered a question in class, right? Has Young Suk ever answered a question in class? Yes, he has. He enjoys practicing English. And notice there's your gerund again. He enjoys practicing. Correct. All right. How about this one?
Has
Nora
Has Nora
ever
lost
Her homework.
has Nora ever lost her homework?
She hasn't.
Has Nora ever lost her
No,
homework?
she hasn't.
No, she hasn't.
Good. All right. How about this one?
Have you?
Have you
Ever
Made
to-do
a
list.
to-do list?
Have you ever made a to-do list? Do you all know what is a to-do list? To-do
May
list?
I make a list?
A list of things that you have to do, right? We call that a to-do list. A list of your priorities. All right. Good. Next. All right. What can we say about this guy, Falai? He's one man. So what can we say? Has
Forgotten his homework?
No,
No, he hasn't.
he hasn't
Very organized.
Notice we use the
organized.
past participle. Forgotten. Forgot is simple past. Forgotten is past participle. All right. All right. Check your answers. Correct. Excelente. All right. Oh, that's a listening practice. So we'll save that for another day. You can do that on your own. Okay. All right. Okay. So, I want to share one more thing because I want to show you something about the Schoology page. Okay. All right. I'm going to share my Schoology page with you if I can. Let me see here. Let's see here. All right. Where are we? Okay. Let's go here. All right. So, do you see the Schoology page?
Yes.
Not yet, because I have not signed in.
Yes.
All right. All right. There's our Schoology page, right? Remember our
Yes.
our page, we are the lions in this class. I want you to notice something. The first thing here, it says skill checklist. Do you see that?
Yes.
This is something I gave everybody at the beginning of the class. I gave it to you the first week, but maybe you don't have it. If you don't have it, you can print it out again or look at it online because this is a very important paper. I will show you what it has on it. I gave you this paper like the first or second day of the class, but it's easy to lose things. So I know it's called the skill checklist, right?
Oh.
Right? And notice, for example, what are we practicing right now? Present perfect with since and for. Present
Yes.
perfect with ever and
Ever
never.
and never.
Present perfect with already and not yet.
Not yet.
So if you feel like, okay, I know these things, you can check them off. If you feel like I need more practice, then don't check yet. But this is a list of all the grammar that's going to be on the final test. So there's going to be no secrets on the final test. All the grammar is right here. So all you have to do is look carefully and read all of these things and see, do I know this? Do I know this? Do I know this? Now, some of this we've already had in level 2, for example, should. We're going to talk about should again, but we had it in level 2. Have to, right? We also talked about level 2 have to. Will you, would you, might. A lot of these things are from level 2, but they're going to be on your test again in level 3. But here are the key points for our test, right? We're going to have our present perfect, and we're going to have gerunds right here, right? Using gerunds after certain verbs. So print that out if you have time, and that will give you a good guide to get ready for taking the final test. We're not going to take the final test until the end of May, so we have a long time. But little by little by little, we need to practice. So for example, I have all of these printed out, right? So for example, when I say, okay, yes, I studied that. Yes, I know this. Yes, I know that. And maybe you can put like a number, like I'm good. I'm not good yet. I'm almost there. So you can decide if you're ready or not. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's something I added to the website for this week. Now, I'm going to send you a link for this, but the homework I want you to do is in. You see where it says skill practice here?
Yeah.
The pink one, right? As you see, one of the pink ones says perfect verbs. There's a lot of good practice here.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Right? So I'm going to send you a link to this one, which says present perfect or simple past.
Present perfect past one.
Right? I'm going to send you a link. It'll look like this. We don't have time to do it in class today, but I'm going to send you a link to it after the class is over, and you can practice it at home. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Any questions? Any problems?
No.
No.
Everybody feeling happy? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Very good. And remember, I had a few technical problems last week, so I wasn't able to record our classes all completely. But I do have your classes recorded, and you can watch them again on the website. Let me show you that real fast too. Right. Let me see here. Go back here. All right. You see the Schoology page again?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Notice here, it says here, there's a link,
Past class.
past classes on YouTube. So you click here, and we'll take you right to my YouTube page. Now, not every one of these classes on the YouTube page is going to be level 3, right? But as you see, hay muchos, right? Right now we have many different classes. Like this is the class from Saturday, and here's a class that we had on April 16th,
Saturday?
15th. Yeah, well, yeah, I teach more than one class. So like I said,
Okay.
not every class, but here's the class about gerunds. See right here?
Yeah.
See, you'll if you look at this one, there's me. You don't want to look at me. But you see, there's Patricia, there's Jessica, there's Maria Gasca.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what we were practicing last week, right?
Yeah.
So if you miss a class, or you're not able to come, or you want to check it again and say, what did the teacher say about that?
This is good for me.
You can watch on YouTube. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. So they're all going to be there on YouTube. Every class from now on is going to be on YouTube. I had a couple technical problems the first week, but I figured them all out. So this class is there, but it got cut off a little bit, but most of it's there. You get to see me a lot. There I am. The prepositions plus gerunds. Remember, we were practicing that last week. Okay. Okay. So that's another thing that right, especially in this crazy time, there's going to be a lot of things we're going to do together, but there's going to be a lot of things you can do by yourself. And watching the YouTube classes is one of them. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody good?
Yes.
Mr. Webb,
Yes. Question?
I am Blanca. I had a problem for open the Schoology page.
Okay.
Yes.
Did I give you a username and ID?
Password.
Yeah, my password is in the page. I put my password. I said it's wrong.
Are you using the website or the app on the phone?
Website.
The website. Did you go to dace.schoology.com?
Yes, I put my email address. When you put my password, that is incorrect.
I gave you this information, Blanco, or where did you get the password from me?
No, I had you see this paper?
From that paper? Yeah.
Mr. Rodriguez made, I think so last year.
Yeah, I understand, Blanca. Here's the problem. At the end of last year, they canceled all the passwords.
Oh, okay.
So if you have a password from last year, it doesn't work anymore. So
the email is the same?
The email is the same, but I need to set you up with another password.
Okay.
All right. And I know Jessica, I have to set you up too, right?
Mr. Webb.
Yes, Mr. Webb.
Okay.
Mr. Webb.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I need to leave.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
See you later. Bye-bye.
See you.
So if you're still having trouble with the password, let me know and I will fix it for you, okay? So Blanca and Jessica, I'll fix you today. Blanca and Jessica.
Sebastiana.
Sebastiana too.
Sebastiana.
All right,
yes,
Sebastiana, did you give me your birthday already?
Okay, 9/16.
Oh, hold on. I gotta write it down.
Okay.
All right, where I need a pencil. Oh, teacher has no pencil. All right.
Patricia, teacher.
Oh, here it is. It fell down. It fell down on the floor. This is what happens when you try to teach online. All right. So give me your birthday, Sebastiana.
Okay, 9/16.
15.
7, 9, 70.
1-5. September 15th.
16, 6,
16.
16.
16.
1, 6,
Okay, and 1979.
78.
78. Okay.
I can give you the new number cell phone.
I'll give you the email and the password. I'll send it to you today. So Blanca, Jessica, and Sebastiana.
And Patricia, teacher,
Patricia, I can't find your name on the list.
I already sent my day of birth
But I'm
on
trying
the
to find.
email.
Do you have another name other than Pedrosa?
No.
But well, let me see if I can find it because I didn't find your name on the list. I'll look on the attendance. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's
So
fine.
I'm going to check
Mr.
for you
Webb.
too. Yes.
Thank you.
When you finish with the students, I have a personal question to you. Maybe you can help. You can help me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Everybody else can go, and then I'll stay here with you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Webb, I am Blanca. You need my birthday?
Have you given me the birthday yet? Not yet.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Blanca
Give me
is
your birthday.
2/20/1968.
58.
68.
68.
One. Yes.
68.
Yes. Can you send?
All right. I'll send it to you by text. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Webb. Okay. Thank you.
February
Bye.
20th, right?
Yes, February
Okay.
20.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye. Okay.
Bye.
Anybody else? That's good.
Okay.
Mr. Weiss, I want to say something
Yes.
about my cell phone. I changed my number. I have the new number for.
Okay. Can you send me a message?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Send me a message
you.
and I'll change the number. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Send me a message
Bye.
on the Remind app. I'll add you to the list. Okay.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else have any problems? Any questions? No. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna talk to Sira and everybody else. Hasta la vista.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
See you later. I can't make you disappear. You got to do it yourself. Let me see here. All right.
Oh, if they can hear, no problem, Mr. Webb.
All right. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. I have a sister of mine,
Yes.
and my friend, they asked me if they can join you with your class, but my sister is okay, but the other lady, she said maybe she's in level 1 probably, but she doesn't know how can she register right now.
Yeah, that's. But she can register if we get her name and information to Miss Chun. You know Miss Chun, the Asian lady.
Uh-huh.
You know her.
I saw her
supervisor.
one time.
Yeah,
I saw her one time.
She's Asian American lady. Yeah.
Okay.
She can register if we get her the information. So if you could send me a text message with the information of the students, I can get them into the right class.
All right. I will send their names, and that way, because they want to study at home. Because I told them that I studied at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they want to join you.
They're most welcome. Most welcome.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
I will send their information to you.
Okay. Fantastic.
Thank you.
All right. Just send it to me. I'll take care of it. Okay. Bye-bye,
Thank you
everybody.
for the class.
All right. Thank you. See you next time.
Bye.